So I'm gonna apologise for something right off the bat. Right off the bat, puns. But yeah, I kind of have a cold right now, so if my voice sounds like absolute garbage, I do apologise for that. It's mainly due to the fact that I somehow suddenly have ideas for commentaries as soon as I'm ill. So I guess I'm a bit fucking stupid in that regard, but whatever. I know this is a Walking Dead video, and I know there's a bunch of people that are probably going to get triggered thinking, really, you don't post a video for like a week straight and then you suddenly come back and post a Walking Dead video of all things. But I kind of feel like talking about this because everybody's doing it right now, and you know, I kind of feel like putting my 2 cents out there. So yeah, and generally I do commentaries on this channel, so I'll talk about whatever I feel is relevant. So yeah, one thing a lot of people are getting their panties in a bunch right now about is the fact that The Walking Dead Season 7 has really low ratings at the moment. Now, I want to say that I planned on covering Season 7 of The Walking Dead. I planned on doing like reviews of each episode and talking about them and stuff like that, but I don't know why, I just didn't really do it. But yeah, ever since the premiere, the ratings have been going down and down even more, and I think last night's episode, well, not last night's, it'd be a couple of nights ago's episode, well, Sunday or Monday. It's Monday for me because I'm in the UK, but Monday night's episode is literally the lowest the season has been. Lowest the show has been since around Season 3, if I recall correctly. I think Season 3 was quite low, but, you know, we're getting to really low viewer counts at the moment. And honestly, a lot of people are making this to be a big thing, and it's really not at all. And that's what kind of bothers me about this, because let's be honest, there's a lot of things happening at Sunday night, you know, especially on Monday night as well. Like, some people just don't have the time to watch it when it comes out every Monday. Some people have shit to do. Some people have, you know, jobs. Maybe they're there a wee bit later. I don't know, but, you know, there's a lot of things that go into it. You know, maybe just some people aren't interested. And another topic of discussion with that has got to be the episodes right now, because ever since the premiere, the episodes have been a wee bit weird in terms of structure. They've all been pretty much bottle episodes, and they've all had their own self-contained storyline, and they haven't really tied into the other episodes all that much. They're all, it's weird, I'm going to be honest right now. The way they've structured it is very strange. You'll have one episode where it's set immediately right after Negan killed Glenn and Abraham, and then you'll have an episode which is set like days after, and it's a bit weird how they're jumping around with time at the moment. I'm not too keen on that, and to be honest, some of the episodes are a bit weaker than the other ones. I'm not gonna lie, episode 2 was extremely weak in my opinion. It was okay, but following it up immediately after the premiere, yeah, it was a bit boring. But honestly, I think the people complaining about how boring the episodes are, it's mainly just coming from the TV viewers who haven't read anything about the comics, who don't know a thing about the comics, because the way The Walking Dead generally has dealt with villains before is they're over and done with in a matter of episodes. Especially the last few villains that there's been in the show. There has never really been a primary antagonist in The Walking Dead TV show yet that's stuck around for ages. I'd say the last one that generally stuck around for a long time was the Governor, and to be honest, it got a little bit boring when he was there for that long. But then you have villains such as like the fucking Hunters from Terminus. They're in it for like 2 episodes or so in season 5, and then you had the Wolves, and you know, they were there since like season 6, well, the finale of season 5, you know, to midway through season 6, but they didn't really get much screen time, you know. And it's just, I don't think that people have really had a villain like Negan on the show, especially like comic book viewers, you know, people that read the comics. They know that Negan's there for a long ass time, but when it comes to the TV show fans, they're just thinking, when are we going to kill Negan, when's he going to die, you know, when's he going to leave the show? And that's generally why I'm not too keen on the way they've dealt with villains in the past of The Walking Dead, because I knew that Negan was coming at some point, and I knew that if Negan comes into the show, you know, because it was always a bit of a debate, you know, he was going to come into it eventually, but, you know, to the certain extent that he would in the comic books was always a question. But when it came to the comic books, Negan's been a massive part of it for like the last few years, since he was actually introduced in Something to Fear. Now, it's really different in the TV show. It feels like he's taken a back seat the last few episodes. Sure, Negan is always there because, you know, Negan's the primary antagonist, and his shadow pretty much hangs over everything on the show at the moment, but it doesn't feel like it's focused on him too much. and it doesn't really feel like they've built him up to be the villain he's supposed to be. And, you know, there's all the debate about Negan, you know, the way they've been treating him on the show. Some people argue he's barely anything like the comic book counterpart. Some people think he's a perfect representation of what Negan would be like on TV. You know, I don't really feel like they did it that well, to be honest. They did do a good job, like Jeffrey Dean Morgan is a damn good Negan. But the thing is Negan on the TV show just feels like a dick versus Negan in the comic books, whereas he was kind of likeable at the same time. I mean, sure, Negan on the TV show is likeable, he's quite charismatic, but he's nowhere near as charismatic to the level of the comic book Negan, because comic book Negan is the kind of guy that'll cave your friend's skull in, and then stand there and joke about it 2 minutes later. You know, and you did get that from TV show Negan, but it's the shock horror value of the comedy with Negan in the comic books, it's just better on paper and in the comic books. I don't know why they've never got it to correlate into the show perfectly, which is, you know, a bit annoying in itself. But when it comes down to it, I just don't feel like people are used to the way things are going to be now. It's funny because both the characters in the show have to get used to being around Negan, you know, they have to get used to being under Negan's thumb, and when it comes to the TV show fans as well, they kind of need to get used to seeing Negan all the time as well. It's kind of both ways there, you know, the TV show folk have to get used to it, and so do the fans. I feel like a lot of fans are just like, oh, they killed Glenn and Abraham, he needs to die now. And it's like, well, yeah, you could kill him off now, but it wouldn't be fun, would it? No, it wouldn't. Now, I don't exactly like Negan all that much. I love him in the comic books, he's so funny. But in the TV show, yeah, so far he's been relatively unlikable. Especially considering the shit he's done, like the way he killed Glenn and Abraham. I mean, you know, that always happened. I knew that was going to happen, you know, so I set myself up for it. And, there obviously is the shit that happened in the last episode where you get to find out that the Saviors killed every single male over 10 years old in that camp that they find. Yeah, they're just making Negan out to be a gigantic dick. And I mean, he always was in the comic books, but he was likeable at the same time, so, you know, there's always that debate there. But when it comes to the drop in ratings, yeah, I don't think it's going to affect The Walking Dead in any major way. I mean, come on, it's AMC's pretty much front runner at the moment. If AMC were going to sacrifice any other show, it would never be The Walking Dead, and I don't feel like people understand that enough. When it comes to The Walking Dead, it's a guaranteed moneymaker. It will always make AMC money. Whether it's Negan merch, Negan replica Lucille baseball bats, Daryl Dixon replica crossbows, Daryl Dixon t-shirts, stuff like that. The Walking Dead will always be a gigantic franchise. And I don't think AMC are going to get rid of it, ever. Unless it ends, and that'll be the only time they'll stop doing it. But then again, they've also got Fear the Walking Dead on at the same time. And that kind of brings me into the next argument that a lot of people are making. A lot of people are saying that the episodes kind of feel too much like Fear the Walking Dead. The last episode definitely did feel like something out of Fear the Walking Dead, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys here. I didn't actually watch Fear the Walking Dead. I got halfway through season 1 and got bored of it. And I watched a couple of episodes of season 2. It did get better, to be honest, but I haven't seen most of it, and I haven't seen all that much of it, so I can't really comment on it. But it did kind of feel similar in structure and just the way it was written to a Fear the Walking Dead episode, and I get that's why people weren't all that keen on it. But with the way the ratings are at the moment, I don't see it affecting the show in any major way. It's highly unlikely that it will affect the show directly. And yeah, so I'm considering making some more Walking Dead videos on the channel. To be honest, my most viewed video on this channel is actually a Walking Dead video. It's called Glenn is Not Dead. I'm not going to link it in the description because it's garbage. It's a really old video on my really old microphone, and it was at midnight when my parents had gone to bed. Because I still live with my parents, I'm 18 years old, and you know, before you go, move out, you fucking basement dwelling nerd. Actually, that's easier said than done, by the way. So I made it trying to be, you know, courteous because my parents were sleeping. So I was speaking quite quietly, and to be honest, it's just a garbage video. There's a lot of fucking feedback off the microphone. You can just hear this buzzing in the background. So I'm not going to link it, but it is the most viewed video on my channel. And I feel like for that, I probably should make some more Walking Dead videos. And it's something that I really do enjoy making, so maybe I will. I'm genuinely considering making a couple more Walking Dead videos. One thing I was considering was maybe doing them with like a face cam or something, because, well, it's weird seeing a Walking Dead video with like gameplay in the background instead of like, I don't know, fucking show footage. But I'm not going to show footage from the show, because if I do, then chances are I'm going to get fucked in the ear by AMC, which I'm not wanting to do. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you've got any opinions, feel free to leave them in the comments. Again, I do apologise for the voice. My cold has been so bad this week. I've got other videos where I haven't got the cold, if you enjoy this video, I guess. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys later. Peace.